Hi, this is Denise Mathew, and today I'm going to do a love knot. Now this love knot can be used for a pendant necklace or earrings. It's your choice, or both if you want it to have a whole set. I used an amethyst in the tutorial. Now that would be February's birthstone. I also used a pearl, which looks really nice as well. The gauge of the wire and also the size of the circle will really shift up the way the love knot looks. For a more defined love knot, you want to use a bigger gauge and a smaller circle. The possibilities are really endless. So let's get started. I'm working with three 15mm circles. They're 18 gauge wire. You can buy jump rings or you can make your own. But if you are making your own, you're going to have to make sure that the edges are very flush so that the circle closes really well. What you're going to do is take one of your jump rings and you're going to make sure it's closed. And then you're going to take another jump ring and just open it up and then slide that closed jump ring that you just put on onto it. And then you're going to close it up. To get the best possible look for your love knot, it's always nicer to really take your time to close the circles so that they're nice and flush and there's no space between them. What I like to do is push it a little bit further than the circle, and then usually it bounces back and snaps into place, the two ends. Now it's just a matter of adding your third jump ring. So just have it open, then just slide it where the two jump rings connect. So you're grabbing two. If it looks like you have a chain, then you've done it incorrectly. It should look like one circle with two circles attached to it. So take your time to close it like you did the others. You want to have all the ends flush so that there's as little space as possible. And like I said, it may take some time, but it's worth the effort because it will make it look much better. At this point, you already have your love knot together, and if you just tap it with your finger a little bit, it'll want to come together. And what I generally do is I'll put pliers in the center and kind of spread the circles, and that will help like that. So then you would have your love knot. Again, it's going to be a little bit more defined when you have a heavier gauge with a smaller circle. Because there's nothing holding it together, it will come apart, so that's why we need a jump ring to hold it together. Now the jump ring is going to hold all three rings together, but you have to make sure that when you're putting it together that all rings are in it. If only one or two are in, then it's not going to hold up. I'm using a 5mm jump ring. The best type of jump ring for the project would be a jump ring that holds all the rings together, but also allows you to have space to put your charm on and also to put your chain through. You also want to gauge your bead in the center of your circles to make sure that it fits properly, and you kind of want to have it centered as well. I'm working with a 7mm amethyst bead and a 1.5-inch head pin. So you're just going to do a 90-degree angle at the top of the bead, and then you're going to wrap it around the pliers and just make a loop. And you're just going to do a closed loop. So you're just going to grab hold of that circle with your chain nose pliers or pliers of any kind, and then start to wrap. And you can wrap as many times as you like. Now if you want to go down more on the bead, you can. I'm just going to go just above the bead. You've wrapped as much as you want. You just want to trim back the excess wire. Then tuck in any ends so that there's nothing sharp. Once the charm's made, you're going to open up the jump ring that's holding the circles together, and you're just going to add the charm there. Now alternately, you can add the charm to the jump ring first and then add your jump ring circles afterwards. It's your choice. If you want, you can try it both ways just to see which one you like better. Once you have your charm and your circles on, then you're just going to close that jump ring, and then it's ready to be put on a chain. If instead you're making earrings, you're not going to need that extra jump ring. You're instead going to use the loop of the ear wire to hold everything together. And I have pictures of how to do that with the earrings at the end of the tutorial. And all you have to do now is just add your chain, and you can just do some quality control, check all your circles are nice and tightly together, and that would be your completed pendant. So that completes the tutorial. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.